Merry Christmas, everyone. Welcome back to the Red or Blue Pill channel, people. Thank you for returning. I've got my Christmas jumper on. It's finally time. It is Christmas Eve. I've pulled it out of the bag. Look at the guy. Look at that man. I know. It's a cool jumper. I don't know where I got it from, so I can't help you with that one, but I know you want one. What we do here is go through creepy TikToks to make you question reality. Don't forget to sub up, turn on notifications, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. With that being said, we're going to roll in.
This is absurd. I've edited a feature film, worked on several feature films, motion graphics, and I used to do television commercials and production. It would take me a month to get a 30-second script approved. It is impossible to do a feature film this fast. It's impossible. I'm telling you, this would have had to have started a year ago. This proves, in my opinion, that this entire thing is a propagandistic and complete manipulation. It's a construct. I don't believe any of this stuff. I think it's theater, and I think the point of the theater is so that the oligarchs who know we're ready to guillotine them are getting a list, right, of every single person and how they respond and the intensity that they're responding on social media. It's literally a data mined public evaluation of your capabilities of being a sympathetic or actual supporter or somebody who goes out and actually executes something like this. They're finding out where you're at. That's what I think this is. At the rise of fascism, the largest fascist movement on earth at this time, and you're telling me they're putting out the most handsome, romanticized version, the best execution. It was like, James Bond. I mean, this was so unbelievably structured theater. And the fact that when I saw this, I thought it was satire. I shit you not. I thought this was total satire. I just saw it on Netflix tonight. I'm utterly shocked. You can't make films this fast, folks. It doesn't happen. I'm telling you, it's insanity.
Oh, yeah. We're in one big show. I don't know why. I've not worked out exactly why, but we are definitely in a show. It's so obvious that this world is not. It's not real, y'all. It's not real. Really isn't. I don't. It's just. Yeah, I just want answers. Like we keep waiting, don't we? Like now we got to wait until January for Trump to get in, and then like, is he gonna say anything, or is he just gonna then become like no comment and not tell us anything? It is painstakingly painful. Is that a thing?
All right, y'all. I want y'all honest opinion about this, man. So Denzel Washington just got ordained to be a minister, bro. And he got baptized today, you hear me? I want y'all honest opinions on how y'all feel about that. Like knowing what everything that just came out and all that. How y'all feel about Denzel Washington becoming an ordained minister and getting baptized right now, like in his career right now? How y'all feel about that, honestly? Honest opinions only.
Well, that's got to be part of the show as well, isn't it? I mean, it's just bonkers. What in the cryptic message was going on there? I Tuscaloosa. My hearing ain't great, so I'm gonna have to rely on you guys to try and decipher that. But they're putting some weird stuff in the comment section about that. Quite a popular video. Yeah, let me know. Let me know your thoughts.
The information they're going to give me as they come forward, because they've gone to ground now, they're only communicating with me. I'm going to hand off to every celebrity and every media outlet and every influencer I know. And I need you guys to do the same thing. And it'll be open source. It'll be on a site that is blockchain protected, that's now stood up. And it's got to be seen by several billion people within a few days. So that means it's got to go wide. We're not talking about ufology and a handful of UFO nuts knowing about this. And the reason for it is that this summer he came to my place in Washington. And he says, we don't want to risk our lives and our families' lives. And the main guy has 3 children. 2 of them are still fairly young. And he doesn't want to have his whole family killed for no good reason. In other words, where this gets released and it's a tree that fell in the woods nobody heard. So I said, let me put together this asymmetric disclosure where, regardless of what the bureaucrats in Washington do, or London, or anywhere else, it's seen by a large number of people. It's like what I've always said, you squeeze the toothpaste so hard out of the tube, it cannot be put back in. But listen, everyone listening, if you're an influencer, if you've got a YouTube channel, Facebook, TikTok, X, we're going to have it on a site where you can download it and put it everywhere. So this has got to go viral, and it's got to go hard. Now, I don't have a date. All I'm told is between now and early January, but we're going to need your help. This cannot be scrubbed and erased by the corrupt mainstream media. It's got to go everywhere. The information they're going to...
Oh, well, that sounds interesting. Like he's got some information that he's going to put out there. I'll keep an eye on that. As soon as it's downloaded, I'll get it on here. If I miss it, somebody let me know.
Yeah, that's it right there. Hold on, let me still get it. Let me still go focus in. You know that. Jesus, God, I'm looking at this. I can't believe it. It's not a whistle now. Did y'all? Oh my God, there's more coming. Look at this. What is it? Planes don't look that color. There's a
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas. It is like they are giving birth. Like they're having little baby drones in the sky. It's very weird. We got him, people. We finally got him on camera. There he is. The legend himself, Santa Claus. Father Christmas. Whatever you want to call him. There he is. Getting in his sleigh. I don't know where this is in the country, but, I don't think there's too many people that look like Santa Claus, so I'm pretty sure that's him.
Yeah, you guys see that? Yeah, you're gonna want to check this video out, okay? Now, this is in Florida, as you can tell, of course. Now, there was this couple that was walking right by this lake, and they decided to throw some chum into the water, and this is what was the result of this. Now, do you see all of this? I don't know what that is, y'all. I don't know if it's one big creature. I don't know if it's multiple creatures. You can't really tell what's in there, right? And I thought this right here would be something related to it, but it is not. It's completely different. This looks like something big, y'all. I don't know. To all my other Floridians, what do you guys think this is? My first thought was gators, but gators reacting to chum like that, and then you see this disturbance over here. It's like there's different creatures over here. But check this out, slow motion. Like, what do you think that is, y'all? Like, it's just hard to see what that is, y'all. That's crazy. That is crazy. See, these people must be real Floridians, because to be able to do this, you would have to be from Florida. You know what I'm saying? You would have to know something like this. So what do you guys think this is? My goodness, that's crazy, all simultaneously. Let us know down in the comments below. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. Let's continue to get this shift. Peace in.
Yeah, from now on, I am strictly swimming at my local swimming pool only. No lakes. That is crazy. That was huge, or I don't know what it was, but it don't matter what it was. Like, that is in that lake. If you go for a swim in that lake, you ain't coming out. I don't think they're friendly.
Guys, you know how I say they love to put the truth in plain sight? Now, this is exactly what I mean. Watch this.
Blow up. It's not always an accident. What do you mean, not an accident? Who is this guy singing? And who am I, a conspiracy fly? Did you know NASA means deceive in Hebrew? I did not. The Denver airport was built by the Illuminati.
Now, is it just me, or did that fly just say NASA means to deceive in Hebrew? Now I'm about to show you how NASA is trolling everyone. So we are in the book of Genesis chapter 3, verse 13. This is where Satan deceived Eve to eat the forbidden fruit. And the Lord God said unto the woman, What is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, The serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. Let's just take a closer look at this word beguiled here. And the Hebrew translation for beguiled is, well, you guessed it, NASA, which means to lead astray, to delude, to beguile, or to deceive. So NASA literally means to deceive. You guys ever wondered, like, what is this red thing going through NASA's logo is? Well, let me show you. Yeah. But did you guys also know that if you type in flat earth backwards into Google, if you're not gonna believe what pops up. Look at this. NASA.gov. Must be a coincidence, right? And of course, all this was for entertainment purposes only. Of course, NASA doesn't mean deceive in Hebrew. And of course, that red thing going through their logo is not a snake's tongue. Of course it's not. But what do you guys think about this? Y'all let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, follow me, and share this. Let's get this one out to the people. And like always, God bless.
Well, I just think the world is bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. What's the point? Well, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Ah! Merry Christmas. Full of emotions right now. Don't know what to do. It winds me up when I see this stuff because I just want to know. Like, I just want to tear down. Like, I'm a very much. I don't just sit back and come up with plans for 2 years and then do the plans. Like, I'm thinking, I get something in my head and that is it. I want action. Let's do it right now. But these little shizzles that control everything, that are playing these little strings, they're just misinformation us all over the shop. You don't know what is true and what ain't true. So I'm just constantly going round and round and round in circles. And I just, I want to like get that aha moment where I'm like, yes, I know, or I think I know, but it's never going to happen. I'm just going to constantly be pedaling around. You know what I mean? Like I'm always just treading water. Just going to tread water. I'm a professional treader waterer. You know what I mean? Yeah. Wait, grinds my gears. Just like Shuey Griffin, actually. Shuey Griffin, that was from Family Guy, yeah. Ah. What a legend. I mean, it'd be the only time you go shopping and come back like with more money than what you went there with. Like, you genuinely come back skint, but you come back flush like, well, hey, cheers, granddad.
We all remember Elon went to space and rescued some stuck fucking astronauts like just a couple of months ago. We all watched them get picked up, put on an ambulance, and taken to the hospital because they were all atrophied and couldn't walk or whatever. Timelines aren't just shifting, they're jumbling together and none of it makes sense. If you Google stuck astronauts, as of this week, those motherfuckers are stuck up there until March, putting on Santa hats and making videos and whatnot. It's totally in space, stuck, same ones right now. If you Google it differently, Elon rescues astronauts, the same two, Butch and Sunny. He rescued those in February. None of it the past 2 months. So which one is it? Did he get them off in February? Did we all see them get rescued a couple months ago? Or are they still sitting there floating around in whatever fucking container they're in and playing Christmas games? What the fuck is happening? None of it makes sense anymore.
No idea. This one has got me big time. I have no idea. The world is bonkers. That I do know.
Okay, you guys, we need to talk about what just happened in Mayotte, France, because I don't see too many people covering this topic. What you're looking at over here is the formation of Cyclone Cheeto, and did you see how huge this thing just got? Now, we're going to show you what happened to France. Here is an area view of what the island of Mayotte currently looks like, you guys. Are you kidding me? This thing looks like it's been flattened by a street sweeper. This is literally on par with what just happened in North Carolina, you guys. Oh my goodness. Man, and like I said, not too many people are covering this topic.
Has deployed ships and military aircraft carrying rescue teams and emergency supplies to the Indian Ocean island of Mayotte after it was hit by the worst cyclone for 90 years. Authorities believe hundreds, possibly thousands of people may have died, while the central hospital was badly damaged and power supplies were knocked out.
The people said this thing happened so fast, there are barely any videos of this thing happening, you guys. That's how fast this thing formed out there. What is going on? Now, this is what Mayotte looked like before the cyclone hit it, y'all. Look at this. Look at the destination. Look at the beauty. What does it remind you of? What does it remind you of? It's just crazy what's happening with the world right now, you got. And then remember the French government collapsing due to a no confidence vote in the prime minister. And like I said, not too many people are covering this topic. Did you guys know all of this is going on? Please let me know down in the comments below. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. Let's continue to get this shift, y'all. Peace in.
Wow, that is bonkers. I did not know anything about that. The power of TikTok and Conscious Juice is how we have been fed that information. So thank you, Conscious Juice, for all the work you do.
Everything is about to change. Over the course of the next few years, there will be certain things that will occur. Ships may appear over your oceans just offshore. It will not move. They will remain there to give you time to get used to the idea that we are here, to get used to the idea that this is the beginning of a great change upon your planet, of a great change in your society. You will start to see more orbs of light, so you may see some of these orbs descend and again remain fixed in a particular position that is non-threatening, giving you time to observe them, to record them, to discuss them, to start to understand that they are there as now something that can become a relatively permanent fixture in your reality, to broaden your understanding of what reality is. Between the ships and the orbs, it may give you an opportunity to start really letting in the idea that everything is about to change.
That is interesting because that reminds me of an interview I watched. Someone from the government, it was someone within the government who was like a whistleblower. And he said that this is a disclosure up until like 2027 and that they had given us or to humans or whoever's in charge up until then to disclose us. Otherwise, they're just going to come tearing in. So, yeah, it's interesting how he says that. I think that's that guy, isn't it? That guy. I can't remember his name, but I ain't too sure on him if I'm honest.
Ya, qué guapo, la colada más máquina. Está avanzando prácticamente a metro por segundo. Bueno, metro por segundo a lo mejor no tanto, pero medio metro. Hostia, cuidado. Cuidado con el tendido, ¿vale?
Whoa. Spain, apparently. That is crazy. Imagine waking up to that. Wouldn't have to put your heating on, though, I suppose.
I fucking told you. I knew I wasn't crazy. The SpaceX people did, in fact, come back. A friend of mine sent me a screenshot that she took and still had. Now, we have a lot to unpack, so let's just get right into it. But before we do, this is from Fox 12. SpaceX crew successfully returns to Earth. This was months and months and months ago. At least it was on my timeline. Remember in the video that I made where I specifically said I remember the national bird being the bald eagle my entire life? Well, apparently, unbeknownst to us, all the American people, they just recently declared it and signed it into law. Now, this is something I have been saying about parallel universes, timeline jumping, quantum jumping, and quantum immortality. Is it possible? Okay, unpack it with me. That something happened to every single one of us. But that's not actually what I want to talk about. Okay? We all believe to some degree that we are in the end times, correct? What if we are here for a reason to experience every single different end times scenario? But what do I mean by that? What I mean is, what if something happened to every single one of us? We jumped over to a parallel timeline, okay? Time shift, whatever the fuck you want to call it, just so that we could be around for this specific time of revelation. And then when that occurs, because God made the promise and it was kept, we go to the other timeline as soon as this one's over, and we jump to their version of the end times, and that explains all of the Mandela effects. This is getting kind of long, and I have a lot more to say, but I've got to put my thoughts together, so like, share, follow, and comment for part 2. I told you I wasn't fucking crazy.
Oh, well, that is quite interesting. There's the picture. So, yeah. What do we think, peeps? Like, with this timeline jumping? It's really weird because I've been thinking about this, and something that came into my head the other day was that basically, if you die in one life, you just jump into another timeline. And the reason I thought of that, and part of this, I used to, as a kid, like not a kid, as a young adult, shall I say, 18, 19, I used to get extremely drunk. I used to go out on a weekend and get like blackout drunk every weekend. I used to love it. But one in particular time, I decided to nick a bike and start riding like paralytic drunk down a road at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Taxi coming up this way, and I fell off that bike. And you know, it all happened. Like, I remember it like in slow motion. Like, I'm sure I should have been getting run over, but then something happened, and I missed that car by a whisker. And it only recently, like I'm 37 now, so this is like 17 years ago, and I'd never really thought about it. But only recently, I started thinking like, what if I did? What if, you know, I was a goner there, and because I was a goner in there, like, I've just jumped into a different timeline. But if you jump into different timelines, what happens to the one that's already here? You know what I mean? Like, it all gets very confusing. How does it work? Because obviously there'd be two of you, and you'd be both in the ass. Be like, you look a lot like me, buddy. What's going on here? You're not as good looking as me, but you look a lot like me. You got short hair. Where's your long hair gone? Imagine that. That would be crazy, right? Or maybe you just merge. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. The world, though, is crazy or bonkers.
I believe in the teachings of Christ. I believe, you know, that he's like. I believe in the Christian principles. You know, love thy neighbor. I believe in turn the other cheek, which is very important to have forgiveness. Because if you don't have forgiveness, then you have an endless cycle of retribution.
I hear this a lot. I believe in the teachings of Christ. It's funny because I'm going over the Old Testament at the moment, as some of you will know, because I'm doing it on my other channel called First Time Watching. If you want it, I'm subscribed to it, so go and check it out. But it's just, it's a crazy journey on the Old Testament. So I'm looking forward to getting to the New Testament and going over, you know, the fluffy stuff, I suppose. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, shizzle. Here's Jason Bourne again. I ain't got a Scooby-Doo what either of them vehicles were. They look unidentified to me, mate.
I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. That's the skyline over there. I'm gonna see if I can film this. It keeps showing up outside. Look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna try to zoom in on this. Oh my gosh, do you see that? What the bro. I've seen it all over TikTok. Now I'm literally seeing them in person. This is right next to Nashville, Tennessee. Right in Nashville, Tennessee.
This mummy was found in Peru. Her name is Maria. She may be a previously unknown species of human. She's carbon dated at 1700 years old and confirmed authentic by the US, Russia, and Mexico. Initially, she was thought to be like my roommate, a Neanderthal or a Cro-Magnon. But she didn't have ears, she didn't have a kidney or a liver. But by far the weirdest thing is the 3 fingers and 3 toes. They're not missing, that's just what she had. She also has an elongated head, which was initially thought to be cranial deformation, but like the hundreds of Paracas skulls, they're 30% larger in volume than ours. They also lack cranial sutures that make it possible for babies to go through a birth canal. She also had larger eye sockets. Egyptian mummies and Peruvian mummies are way different. Peruvians tied the deceased in the fetal position and wrapped them in cloth, continually interacted with the mummies. Cholpas were the burial sites, and they're huge, made out of megalithic blocks filled with more rocks. Clothing found in Peru depicts people with 3 fingers. They were called the harvesters. They were masters of agriculture. The supreme deity Viracocha is also depicted with 3 fingers. Viracocha is one way of depicting the god self icon found all over the ancient world. Maria was found in Nazca. Nazca is part of ancient Incan territory, and it's known for these crazy lines. These are miles long. Some go through mountain ranges. Some stop at the mountain and pick up after the range. There are also some with perfect geometry. Skulls like this have been found in 5 other places on Earth. There's way more, like their straight line fingerprints and crazy red hair, but enjoy that rabbit hole, which is exactly what esoteric Santa gives out for the winter solstice. This year, it's 400 pages of rabbit holes. That is over 2 years worth of the best content that I have from this page in 5 books. And The Forge, where you can listen to me talk for hours about this stuff instead of listening to Uncle Ron's political stance over the holidays. Love you.
Well, that's weird. I'm going to give you the 3 fingers. This is why I'm doing all the Bible stuff and stuff, because then I want to go over to, like, you know, what's going on in the ancient worlds and going in China and Egypt and all this sorts. Even though you know, like the Bible's based in Egypt, but you know what I mean, like all the ancient stuff as well. I want to go over all that and put it all in timelines and see what's going on, who interacted with who, and who's supposed to be who in what book. That's what's going to get me.
Hold on a minute. Whatever happened to, it's not about how many times you fall, it's how many times. He ain't do shit. Hey, my friend! Get back in the car! I don't give a shit!
Connie, go ahead and send me another unit. Get in the car! Get in the car! You get back over there.
Sorry.
You go ahead and get in the car.
Hey!
Connie, go ahead and send me another unit emergency.
Hey! Look. Seriously, why are you being so difficult about this?
I asked you 5 times to get out the vehicle.
We asked you 6 times to get in the vehicle. I told you I'd move the bottles and everything. Look, I done proved to you that I'm completely sober. No drunk person can do a backflip.
Sir, you didn't do a backflip. You jumped out the car, you hit your head on my taillight, knocked my taillight out, and then poop fell on the ground.
I felt like I crushed it. That was at least a 9 out of a 10.
And not only that, when you passed out, you pissed yourself.
Newsflash. I pissed myself before I passed out.
Okay, put your hands behind your
back. Oh, you just stepped in my boot.
Making me laugh. Wow!
He broke the TV!
And that is the end of the show, people. I hope you have a very good Merry Christmas tomorrow. I'm going to do a video tomorrow, a Christmas special, just for you guys. So yeah, I will still be doing it every day, all over Christmas, because I know it's the best time to watch this sort of stuff. You know what I mean? When you're all around, TV's not that great. So yeah, I'll keep rocking. Don't you worry. And yeah, but I'll leave you to it. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you tomorrow. Merry Christmas.